Hello, 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 hello. Welcome everyone. My name is Hacker Mayonnaise, and I appreciate you guys all joining. I'm gonna give it a few moments for everybody to hop on. Well, arrived a little late. I was working out, so I just got done. Now I had to mix up my drink. So gonna give a people some time to come in, hang out. I'm gonna go ahead and let my Discord know we are live. Let me let them know. Un momento. Announcements. There we go. I'm live on Twitch or Periscope. Send. Okay, it's been sent. Still gonna give everyone a few moments to hop on and we'll get going. Do a little bit of Bitcoin. Looks like it's not bad of a daily. We can flip over here. I think we might even go for the little push up there. But let's not jump to conclusions here. Let me open up Restream chat so I can see what you guys are saying. What's up, everyone? How's everyone in chat? Let me see who's saying hi to me. Yo, yo, you guys just gonna leave me hanging? No hellos? Just here to observe and get calls? All right, you want calls? 100 times leverage. Yo, Jado97, the man. Not much, man. Just hanging in there, dude. All right, I think we can get going here. So Bitcoin, big turning point the other day. So this 20 SMA went ahead and flipped upwards, which is a pretty big deal here. As of right now, levels still stand. Nothing's really looking like it's going to break a higher high. We might have a little push to about 10.1, 10.2. There is even a possibility of some sort of wick happening up to here, maybe even 11.8 at max. But still do not believe 12K is going to go ahead and pass. So I'm adjusting my liquidations and stops based around 12 and 13K. Oops. My Discord was still on. Yeah. So that's where that lies right now. Is basically we're gonna go ahead and see what happens. Lower time frames. If I did want to go ahead and scalp, let's see what we could go ahead and come up with over here. Zoom in a little bit. So right off the bat, I'm noticing, hey, if we go ahead and base it off this high over here, we're holding this level. Let me go ahead and make sure everything is off. Okay. So as long as this doesn't break, if we did want to go ahead and extend it out a little bit, we can go ahead and extend it out to down here. And if these levels can hold, I'll go ahead and play along up to about 98. We'll go ahead and see how that works out first. Run downtrend line across ETH and short the top. Sir, very confusing, but I will pull up ETH anyway. ETH is just doing great, man. Like ETH is just a champion right now. Let's look at ETH real quick. So ETH went ahead and is still respecting this whole entire uptrend it's going. So right now, last stream we talked about ETH needed to clear over like this 240 level. We went ahead and popped over this line, so we cleared it nicely. We are right over here underneath resistance. Next level would be around 280, 275 for ETH, and after that point, it is Moon. ETH is actually performing a lot better than Bitcoin, which is pretty nice to see in Ethereum. So as of right now, if Ethereum does keep up its track of what it's doing right now, I would say this is 100% guaranteed to go ahead and hit up here. And if we can go ahead and manage to clear that level, I mean, that would be great because that would lead us 350. If I wanted to go ahead and draw it in like a box formation, it would more so be like this. So this box can clear. I think we can go ahead and see 350 easily. Anything over 350 is going to be a little hard. I mean, it still has 2.0 on its side. It hasn't broken any of the weekly trends. If you ask me why I'm putting up Bitstamp charts, it's just because my other charts are messed up. I don't have too much shit on them. Yo, Matt, what's up, man? Thank you for joining me over at YouTube. If anybody's interested, I'll be live again tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll have a little bit more for you guys. I want to go over DMs real quick. Everybody's been DMing me about a couple things, so I'm going to go ahead and answer everyone's questions. All right, let's start with this one. Hello, I've been trading Neo the past few months. Oh, this is the same guy. We can check Neo. Yeah, no problem. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, same stuff with Neo. I think I discussed on the last stream. We're up at the target area right now. Once we can go ahead and clear over here, you do have upper levels over here. Based off Tesla news, because it's been moving with Tesla, I can't wait for Tesla to open, man. Everything went great with Tesla today with the launch. Everything's looking good over here. I think it's going to go ahead and break out. We're going to go ahead and see target 1 and 2. As these targets go and as Tesla starts going, I think Neo's set up perfectly fine down here to go ahead and go. If we do experience some sort of pullback, there'll be this 340 level for support. Worst case scenario, I'd say 266, but I don't believe it's going to go ahead and lose those levels. Let me just check something else out over here. Neo. Yeah, this is one thing I could discuss over here. So Neo, when I look at the daily level over here, the VWAP anchored from up here to down here, we are actually over it, which not only that, we're also building on this volume shelf at the POC over here. We're over the Keygen, we're over the cloud base, so there's a multiple factors over here which are bullish on Neo directly over here. So not a bad play. If you don't want to go direct options on Tesla, you can go options over here. Let's go back to like the old streams, or old text messages. Everybody just asking for Discord links. Sirs, it's closed. I'm not really as active. Please stop asking. I'll open it back up sooner or later. It's not paid, it's not nothing, it's just I talk in there when I hang out. Tesla I just went over. What else do we have? Hey, do you guys on stream have anything that you guys want me to check? Somebody said OAX. Bringing up the crypto, eh? Okay. OAX BTC. Let's take a look here. Daily. Okay. Not bad on OAX over here. I know this one's scammy. I know it does a lot of pumps, very frequently too. So let's go ahead and extend it down here. So it hasn't broken any type of highs yet, but I do like the fact that it's trending on the POC currently. Once we can go ahead and break over this POC, I think it'll be a better opportunity to trade. As of right now, you can see the rejections are very clear on this POC, so really want to go ahead and get over this POC if we can. The other thing, if we don't ignore the POC, would be this consolidation zone over here. This is another thing. I mean, even it's incongruent with the POC. So, as long as we can get over there, we can go ahead and get going. I'm not going to play this one early. It doesn't look that good. Um, Hello, I am a bookie. I accept money through PayPal and crypto and can take bets on all sports and do payouts on immediate request. Let me know if you'd like to join my 20 plus customers. Bro, take $1 million, man. Let me give this guy my money. Get the fuck out of here. What else? I lost my money on BitMEX liquidation engine. Oh god. Somebody wanted me to check VRM. I can go ahead and check that one for them. VRM Bittrex. Yikes. Okay, hold on. Yo, Tezos is about to rip faces, guys. Like, it's gonna be so shocking because Tezos is about to go to $5, and people aren't even gonna believe it's gonna go to $5. And then when Tezos goes to $10, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck? I missed out on this train." But there wasn't ever a train to miss out on because look at this, guys. All right, so right off the bat, you have the Tezos top up here. We're gonna draw a box. That's more appropriate here. Okay. There's a Tezos magic box, okay? This is the sweet pot spot where once this explodes, you're gonna see double digit Tezos, okay? Now, just a little bit more to clear. Just a little bit more. If we can close this monthly, the monthly closes tomorrow. You know how sexy of a daily monthly close this is? This is a monthly fucking open up here. No wicks to the downside. No shitty shit going on. Why is my brother calling my phone? Yo. Yo, I'm streaming. Bye-bye. Yo, Tinder still going off. Jesus. Yeah, man, this is very exciting because I have a bag of Tezos. I'm so ready to rock on Tezos. This isn't even funny. It's so exciting. So yeah, Tezos, big investment bag of mine. I'm ready to hold on Tezos. I'm ready to collect. I do stake Tezos. I haven't collected any of my stake, but they're staking. Actually, I haven't even checked on it. So I'm not selling Tezos until we hit $5. Once we hit $5, we'll take a little bit of profit, roll it into something. Hopefully by then we have a little bit of retrace on this bad boy, which is also gonna hit double digits. Yo, this is gonna hit first target up here, okay? This is gonna hit $7 to $9 somewhere up here on Link. I know that sounds stupid, okay? I know that sounds stupid, but check this monthly flip up here. It's gonna take a miracle for us to break underneath $3 at this point. Like, there's just nothing right now I see that justifies this breaking underneath $3. Check VetMate. Dude, Vet, man, I am all over Vet. I just don't. I keep forgetting to show my stuff on Twitter and like collect my clout. I'm so bad at that. Um, I buy bags and I forget about them, and then my friends bring them up to me, and I'm like, shit, man, I have a bag. Most of my alerts rarely go off. So Vet is a big, big deal. I think I've talked about this every single fucking stream I've done to you guys. I've been saying the same shit. Look at this weekly range that Vet's in. And check this out. ZRX. It's gonna do the same shit it did over here. ZRX is in breakout, or ZRX broke out and did a little pump over here. That is in the same situation over there. So keep an eye out on this shit, because it's gonna go. But the one thing you gotta keep in mind is that the later you get, the more top of the range you get. More top of the range you get, more risk you put on yourself. So if you're gonna position yourself, don't position yourself up here the same way you would position yourself down here. That's just stupidity. If you miss the bag and you still want to FOMO, at least have some risk management in your position sizing. If you have zero risk management in your position sizing and you're still playing it as a normal trade at the upper part of the range, whether you're playing a breakout or not, you shouldn't position it the same way you would at the bottom of the range or a breakout at the mid range. If you want to do a breakout at the top of the range, play it accordingly. Set your position bids. It's okay if things don't work out every time 100% with every single one of your position sizings. Like, that's the thing that you guys got to understand. Do you think Bitcoin's distributing? That would be a swing play. It depends. What is your target for Bitcoin? And I'll go off that to explain. So I have been saying for a while that I'd rather be playing altcoins right now than playing Bitcoin directly and longing Bitcoin. I've just been building up a short position on Bitcoin. I'm plenty fine with the drawdown. I'm just sitting and chilling on a Bitcoin short at the moment. In between, I'll go ahead and flip over to other exchanges and go ahead and long here and there and play a little bit of leverage. Okay. Oh, do you have an upside target? I mean, the whole thing with Bitcoin consolidating and me wanting to, well, that's the whole thing with why I'm having exposure to alts instead of Bitcoin. So if I go overhead and go to Bitcoin and look at this weekly, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of consolidation in this upper area. It really hasn't moved. Look at those candle body bases. It's been in the same range. Those are the kind of things that back in the day mattered with Bitcoin, because if it was doing that, that means that's a perfect range for environment. That means even if you're missing the long and shorts in the range of Bitcoin, you can still, at the bottom range of Bitcoin, go ahead and look for those alts and look for those pops. On those top of the ranges, you can look for those alts that are ready to break out and people are FOMOing into. So that's okay. So the thing with Bitcoin is that whenever Bitcoin, the time to play altcoins for me is when Bitcoin's in an uptrend, which it is. The other time to play Bitcoin is or altcoins is if Bitcoin's in a consolidation area where there's not much price action going on. I mean, I know it seems like it's a lot when it's a price range from 91 to 86, but it's not really a price range, because if I look at this weekly chart over here, all this is just a little box right here. And for me, that's not really doing anything. That's just hanging out, chilling, consolidating. In those kind of conditions, that's when altcoins flourish. That's why all these things have been going off nicely, because they're not going to lose value in consolidation, but they're going to perform nicely whenever Bitcoin's recovering off the bottom. So I hope that makes a little bit more sense. Like this is like the perfect thing. So when Bitcoin starts moving out of here, that's when you want to be cautious in your altcoins, and that's when you want to flip back over to Bitcoin. But if it stays in here and it does another week inside of here where it's not breaking out of this range, keep looking for those altcoins, man. Like there's gonna be tons of alt plays coming up. So as an altcoin trader, you want this to consolidation to keep doing this. If you're a Bitcoin trader and you're playing for like a breakout or something, you want this to get out of here, and that way you can go ahead and short those alts. But until this makes a move and it decides, that's pretty much what's going to happen. Let's see. XRP, man, I'm so disappointed. I don't think I'm going to get my entry on this one. I want 13 cents, but it's doing really nicely over here. Let's pull it up over here and see how it is at the POC. Actually, let's pull it up over here. XRP, USD. We'll just do Bitstamp. Let's base this off of weekly. Hang on. Okay, we'll move this over here. Yeah, right now it's right on the POC. It's consolidating right on the POC. So until it breaks, I would say for me, just right off the bat, looking at it, I would say a little bit underneath here. So as long as it doesn't break over here, I would assume this is a nice support test. Any kind of pop over here would put it over the POC. I would say over 24 cents is ideally where I would want it over to before I start going ahead and get a play. It's not in any sort of structure for me to want to play just this moment. Let me turn this off. So really need to just get over the POC on XRP USD, and I would rather play the USD pair rather than BTC pair because I'm sure that looks different. Let's check. Oops. Yeah, this one looks worse. This one's underneath the POC, so it's not looking too hot. This one I would need flipped over the POC over here. I don't even have to look into it a little bit more. The weekly's looking poor. There might be a little bit of a bounce to about 23. About, yeah, 2350 sats, probably about up to here. Then you'd want to see if it's going to go ahead and attack for the POC, but without flipping down over here up to that other level. Like you can base this off of here. Like here's the low over here. You have it tapping over here, so it really needs to clear. So unless this is a swing, it's not going to go. CHZ, we've talked about that one past streams too. Somebody else asked me to chart it, and I told them it was a good idea. It looked good. Let's see. CHZ Binance. Let's go to the daily. One second. Just answering a couple people. They want to know when my stream is. I'm telling them now. Okay. So, yeah, CHZ is right underneath the POC. It's consolidating underneath a bit, which is pretty nice. Not bad at all. We can take this another step further. Hold on. Yeah, so this is a nice one because the stop placement can be placed out easily. You can place it on multiple areas over here. You can place it down here. You can place it off these blue VWAPs. You can place it off the range lows, whatever you want to place it off of. The stop placement and everything on the downside is more favorable for you to go ahead and bet on the upside than anything. If it can get any kind of daily candle over this POC, I think we can go ahead and attack this high over here and then aim for the next step up, which would likely be all-time highs at this point. I mean, there's not really too much price action on this one. We can go ahead and just check the whole entire set of it. Yeah, I mean, there's not too much going on over here, even when I check this chart. Yeah, not bad. Hella volume coming up over here. So many levels that are confluent over here as well. Let's go back here. Yeah, keep an eye out on this one. The levels to watch would be this 57, 6, 50, 56666 level over here. As long as that doesn't break, this looks like a clear long and great area to pull back. If things get into this box or look a little weak underneath this box, that's when you want to be concerned. But not bad, man. What else do we have? Uh, let's go ahead and find some altcoin bottoms so you guys don't have to pay money to find these altcoin bottoms. Altcoin bottoms. Let's check these bottoms. Hold on. Altcoin volume scanner. Let's scan the volume because obviously if there's money flowing into something, that means there's gonna be some kind of pump coming in. What pumps? We caught a few pumps last stream late at night. We checked the volume scanner. It was popping off. Then crypto people started talking about it. It's always good to be in before the crowd of the same kind of fucking paid group people that just all shill the same shit. Same shit. It's one thing if they're shilling different stuff, but it always starts with the same person and then comes back down. It's like, oh, I got you. Let's see, Agile. Where is this? Okay. No, not the Bittrex one. Hang on. Let me find the Binance one. There it is, Binance. Okay. So, oh, okay. Here's a good one popping up right off the bat. Let's check out on Zill. Zill's probably going to be doing something nice. That's one of my bigger bags. Second biggest bag from ZRX. Uh, Zill is in continuation and continues to ride. Just up and up and up. I mean, volume shelves all over the place as support, so you could go ahead and use this one as support area and go ahead and go there. This could also be considered a consolidation area. You can place your supports at. If you want to be a little bit tighter, you can go ahead and place them down here and see how it goes from here. Let's go ahead and check the weekly. Um, no more data. Okay. Create alpha trends. Create alpha trends and low. Create alpha trends. Yeah, I mean, there's an upward level over here, all the way up there. I would say probably more wiser to go ahead and aim for here and aim for the flip over here before you aim up here, just to see how price action develops up around this level. If we can get a little bit of consolidation over here and then a blow off, that would be a little bit better. Or if we do get this sort of blow off, we would want to get it up to here and then consolidate right around there. You don't want this to just wick up and come back down because then it'll just come back down to here, and it'll come back down slowly. So you'll just be waiting and waiting. Here's another one that's popping up that didn't look too bad was EOS. EOS looks really, really nice. This started breaking out just recently, so EOS is one I'm kind of bullish on. I wouldn't mind grabbing along over here. We have levels over here that it just needs to clear over, and then it's a moon rocket. So right now from 276, it's a long to 310. You can place your stops based on this wick down here or around this 230 level, whichever suits you, or down here if you're exotic, but that's how I'll play this continuation on here. Upside targets for this one. I mean, there's plenty of targets for here. Let's go ahead and see if I can find a little better targets on here. EOS, USD, EOS, Coinbase. I'm not gonna do that one. Yeah. So based off of here, let me just go ahead and draw boxes for you guys. Those are probably better. Uh, yeah, main area we have to go ahead and get into and start consolidating in for another pop up here. But as of right now, I know this is going to go ahead and hit this upper side. Nothing has been dumping in Bitcoin. So range stands, that means that these levels are going to hit. Let's go ahead and put this next one up here. This is the next level for EOS USD. So be prepared for everybody to talk about this one. KNC USD, let's go ahead and do this one. This one should be going. Yes, sir. So one thing you want to note over here is we had this nice little run up from January all the way up to here about March. Typically, I say it's good to play the first two moves. Third one's a little risky. So there's the first move, which was the short. Second move, which was the long again. Third move, which is a short. And then here we go. Price is getting really compressed up down here. So right off the bat, you want to notice to yourself is This is the lower range. We got to find a higher range, which I would prefer to make it this box up here. So those are the ranges up here that you'd want to go ahead and play off of. I'm sure if I pulled it up over here, I could support that with something as well. I'll do that for stream purposes. See, I start talking and I don't do anything on the side, which I'm supposed to. Like, I'm supposed to be drinking this drink that they allegedly say I'm supposed to drink within 30 minutes of my workout. Everyone's talking about. Yeah, Bagsy was bringing that one up to me early. Bagsy's been bringing up a couple bags to me early, so he always messages with me on stuff early, so that's cool. Hang on. You guys want to know what I'm doing on the side? Hang on. Let me show you what I'm doing on the side. I'm not really doing it on the side, but it's open. Ready? Some of you guys might know. Some of you guys might not and be like, what the fuck is he doing? But your boy is AFKing these things. Rock crab, sand crabs in RuneScape. Alright. Anyway, so ZEC, everybody's talking about it. All right, we'll go check ZEC in a moment. I just want to note KNC for a moment, real quick. KNC is on the weekly. So one huge thing I want to do note is that I have this mindset where exchanges like to humble their customers in a good way sometimes too, just like Binance, just like everybody else. They like to be like to their bag holders, hey, eventually your bag will pump. So right off the bat, I'm noticing that KNC was listed onto Coinbase Pro. Okay, Coinbase Pro's high is lasting what around here. So anybody who bought up here back last year isn't making any money. And if you're an investor and you're buying on there, you're typically expecting to wait longer than a year for your returns. So we're hitting about that year mark now. So I would say this isn't bad for a breakout at this point, especially since we've developed the POC. We're right underneath of it. Daily looks fucking nice. So this one looks really nice to go ahead and break out. So I would go ahead and say this is definitely going to go ahead and get up to at least this level up to here. So the 350 level initially to start off with. Once we can go ahead and clear that, I think $5 is not a bad target. And depending on how we react around $5 and where Bitcoin is at, then we can go ahead and aim for an all-time high. But this KNT setting up really nicely and early. I mean, just look at these levels. Look at this buy box. Oh man. It's so nice. It's so nice. There's volume flowing in it too. So you have KNC, you have 10 Bitcoin volume flowing today as of right now. I'm sure it'll pop up because you have ETH coming in with about like 131 net volume right now, just where I'm looking at. So, I mean, volume's flowing in. I think these things are gonna start popping off. Let's go ahead and check Band. That's another one that's getting some continuation pumps. Okay, so let's go ahead and check Band on the weekly. Oof. See, this is what I mean. What I literally just got done talking about. Customers bought last year. Customers are waiting for the humbling. The humbling. This is where you create new customers for the humbling for next year. Okay, so they've been humbled. They've all made their money. So watch out for coins that are doing the humbling, because most of them will do the humbling at this point, especially with the other things going off. So either get humbled or become a community member, whichever one you want to choose. What else we got here? I can check whatever you guys want now. AST, AST Binance. Ooh, AST had a nice pump. This is just getting started. So one thing I'm gonna go ahead and note is, okay, so don't forget what I said in the beginning of the stream, okay? When you're seeing these things that are green candled up already and your position isn't good and nice, and you can't justify yourself having the same position sizing down here that you would up here, don't fucking do it. Do not do that, okay? I don't want to hear any of you guys tell me that, oh man, I entered up here. What do I do now? Like that's so bad going in without a plan. But AST's nice. This flip over here would be really nice. This volume candle is really nice. As long as Bitcoin doesn't dump at this point like aggressively. I mean, if Bitcoin dumps aggressively, you'll see this exactly over here. But as of right now, if it doesn't retrace underneath 425 sats, I would say we're gonna go ahead and see this next leg up. We have the weekly close coming up tomorrow or tonight. I forget when. What else do we have? What other tickets you guys have? Somebody said Nerve. Yeah, I'm taking requests, dude. Nerve. What is that? Is that a stonk? Is that Nervos USD market? Ooh, let me check out Nervos BTC market. Okay, okay, a little bottomed out. Not really a fan. I'd want to go ahead and see a little bit more volume on Nervos if that's the one. Nerve. Is there other nerves? Oh, there's nerves. Like straight up nerves. Let's check. Illiquid. Sir, if you can tell me what that nerve exactly is that's what it is, be nice. BNB's getting some volume in too. Let's check that out. BNB BTC pair. Ooh, ready? Ready? This is the one. Everybody's gonna be talking about this one in about a couple days. Watch. Everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, BNB, BNB." You heard it here first. Watch them fucking talk about this shit. Look at this flip. Um, okay. Let me just show you the significance of this one. This is on the weekly. This is the weekly low from September 19. Okay. This September 19th low managed to hold in December 19, January 20, March March 9th, and now it's swung low and swung back up and now is support. What do you think happens here? I'm aiming up a little bit over here from this level to up here, about a little 8% move, 10% move to judge if the bag's worth holding. If the bag ends up consolidating around 10, 11%, we're going to go ahead and see a move up to about 31%. 31% holds. We do good up here. I would say you're seeing a breakout level of at least 50% gains. So it could go fast, it could go slow, but the main part is to focus on this trend line that's developed. If it ends up leaving or if it ends up coming back, whatever it is, we can check on one other platform just to strengthen our bias. Mm-mm-mm. POC should hold up as support over here. Nice little volume shelf down here as well. So I like that. We can go ahead and move this one a little back just since there's not too much going on. Oof. That would not be what you want to happen. Come on. We'll go ahead and base this off of this bottom pump. Yeah, so either way I look at it, it just needs to clear over here. It's just a little bit to go, and it'll be good to go. What else do we have coming up on here? 0x might be ready for round 2 over here. Where's 0x? Crypto. Yeah, 0x, I've been waiting for round 2 if this is going to be a support test down over here. Just cooling off just a little bit. Wanting to go ahead and see these levels over here. Hold for it. If we can go ahead and get an entry over here, or if it gets a flip over here, I think it's ready for round 2, or at least one side of a pump. BCH is getting ready, guys. Play the ranges, man. Play the fucking ranges. Like, here's the range over here. Here's the range up here. Play them accordingly. Set your stops accordingly to the other spots of consolidation. Whatever spots you want, lows, highs. Just play the range. Don't make it hard. Something for option people. So I'm gonna flip over to option land for a moment and answer a couple options questions in my DMs. And if you guys can retweet this tweet, that'd be great so I can get viewers. Retweet. MVP who just did it when I said it. Fucking Chad. Uh oh, I want to collect a cloud on something since I don't ever get to do this. How many times did I mention this to you guys on stream? 147%. I didn't cash out up there. I cashed out a lot less because my target was less. I cashed out at 95, so I missed the top, but still 148%. Look at this shit. Price compressed all the way down to here, swept the lows, and then came back up just like crypto always does. I've mentioned it several times before stream. I'm like, price will compress in crypto like this, and then when it gets to the last bit of compression, it either does this or you'll see that come up here, and then the price will either do this and then come back up. One way or the other, it's gonna fuck you. It's meant to fuck you. Like, and if you can count in the fuckery ahead of time, you'll be so much better. Because if you can understand how the fuckery is going to happen, that's where you're going to learn your stop placement. It's the people, when you don't understand your stop placement, that is so terrible. You know how many times I've seen people message me like, yo, man, this thing blew up and my stops are placed wrong. And I'm like, okay, no problem, man. It happens. Show me your stops. Oh man, dude, I had my stops like right here, bro. I'm like, why'd you have your stops there? We don't know why we had our stops there, dude. He just like, I just didn't want it to go lower. I'm like, dude, did you base your stops off like the lows on like the left side at all? He's like, oh, I didn't account into any of those lows. I'm like, you gotta like play more than just the structure that's in front of you if you're looking at the macro end of things. It's just those little mistakes that people make that end up costing them a lot of money, or if it doesn't even cost them money, it costs them this is the thing that really hurts people. It's the mental fucking part of thing that fucks people up. It's when they start losing their confidence in trading, that's when you start fucking up and you start looking for other shit. It's the people who've lost confidence are the same people who are like, well, I know I lost my money this time. Let me go ahead and save up my money and now go ahead and join a paid group because maybe then I can get my confidence back and I can go ahead and definitely get some skills back because I'll be able to pick up on other people's shit. No, because you're joining the group so you can go ahead and make your money back. Make your money back yourself and then join the group because you want to take data from it, not because you want to join the group so you can follow it. I have no problem with paid groups. I know I act like I do online, but it's the paid groups that are not offering any sort of education that you can reverse engineer. It's the ones that are like, hey, um, target's gonna come, this is gonna pop, and then they give you some bullshit thing like, oh, it's in a pattern, and then it did a triangle and it popped. But what they don't tell you is the other things that they have hidden on the side, which they should be telling you from the start. So there's the only paid groups I really like are the forex people paid groups, just because they teach you price action concepts, which would end up helping you out to begin with. Like some of the horizontal line stuff that those price action traders tell you, I mean that stuff can be applied in multiple markets in different ways. So I recommend paid groups to build a base of understanding, not because I want you to go get gains or something. I want you to learn fucking something and then come back to me and be like, "Yo, Ace, I've been hitting these gains left and right." You know my most favorite DM? I don't even remember this guy's name. Oh, what's his name? He was like, "Yo, man, dude, I started doing options." He's like, "I'm doing so good." He's like, "I'm so glad I didn't end up going the other route that I did." And I was like, "Dude, I'm glad." Because he was good at crypto. He understood what he was doing in there. I watched him for a while, and I was like, "Yo, you're in the USA. Why don't you try options?" I'm like, "It's not a bad idea. What do you got to lose? A couple $100 if you try it." So if you guys, any of you guys are in the USA, I would highly, highly recommend. Don't just do crypto. Go ahead and get out there with legacy. And if your issue is with gains, bro, I would not be doing legacy unless my gains were equivalent to crypto or more. And they're more every time. Like if I would have just learned legacy to begin with, man. Let's go ahead and talk about my plays for next week. I'm trying to take it easy. I don't want to go ahead and go too crazy on my plays. Metals is a big focus for next week. I think a lot of these metals are setting up. You had SLV gap up over here. I think we're gonna have a little bit of continuation and a little bit of consolidation underneath the 1750 level. Once we go ahead and consolidate over here for SLV, I think we're 100% gonna get this pop up to $18 for SLV. I mean, this is 100% going to $18. I'm pretty confident in my silver play over here. Me and Kaleo are in it. I mean, there's a couple of my good friends that I'm trading with that are in it, so I have confidence when my friends that make me money are confident in it. So we're getting a little bit of flip over here. So really want to go ahead and see how this opens up on Monday. All this you can see the support jumps and shit. So yeah, this is the target right now for silver. Silver ideally getting over 20 will make all the miners, all that stuff go ahead and start popping. If you do trade miners, that's you want to keep a lookout on this stuff. Looking at gold, gold is a little slowing down here. So it's lagging a little bit. So as long as this box holds, we'll be good. If this box starts breaking or it looks like it's going to go to the downside, we do have levels over here. The one thing I do want to note about gold, so this is Friday. Like Friday's gold order flow. I mean, these guys are just stupid, stupid bullish on gold. I mean, the option flow is just nuts. It'd be one thing. So this is another way I can determine like how I want to go ahead and play an options trade, or if I can. Well, reading order flow also helps me to determine the strength of things. Like I'm trying to explain it in a simple way. So if I'm seeing a lot of order flow over here, and I'm seeing this happen when things are down. So for example, this order flow is coming in. Let's see, biggest sizing first. All right. So these big boys all played except this guy early in the morning, okay? So what's the date they played? This was on Friday. What was the date? Was the 20 Oh, yesterday was Friday. Man, my days are fucked. So oh my god, yesterday was Friday. Damn. Okay. I wonder if I had anything important to do. I forgot my days. Shit, I'm like thinking. Okay, so hold on. I gotta think. Okay, I think I'm okay. So this is going on the upside, and I'm seeing that these guys are buying on the 29th at the bottom early in the morning. So these guys are buying in the morning for continuation and a pop up here. So another thing right off the bat is where's these expirations? Damn, where are your low expiration guys? Are there none? What the fuck? Wow, unbelievable. All these guys from Friday were my kind of strike guys, except these fellows right over here. So these fellows played a short-term play, um, especially this guy over here. So this guy's really sticks out to me over here. High open interest play. He's playing a short-term expiration for a pop. There's only one hedge in here. So that sticks out to me a lot. The fact that he played a short-term play, but even what supersedes everything else is the fact of all this other order flow. Like everybody else is aiming for August. I think a couple streams ago, I don't even know which stream it was. I brought up to you guys a cycle and a little pattern that I follow with Legacy that I did last year. And the reason I tell you guys this stuff is because I learned this shit the hard way, and I lost money either learning the hard way or I lost opportunity of actually making more money because of this. So last year I didn't know and I didn't believe in this whole sell in May and go away stuff. That cost me money. Now I know. I sold in May and went away, or I shorted it in May and I made some money. So this May wasn't bad. I was positionless, but the month prior to that I was ready for May, so I was already positioning me myself or myself for May ahead of time. So like right now, I'm positioning myself for September. That's how I want to position myself in my option plays. If I do want to play short-term plays, okay, that's fine. I'll go ahead and in trade. But if I want to do my options trade in general to where I'm looking to get my normal typical gains, which is about over 100% every time, those things are all going to be pushed out till September. My AGI play that's ready to go and ready to pop, that thing's already up 160%. I'm ready to cash out at 300% minimum. Let me go show you guys how AGI looks. And I'll show you the whole mindset behind AGI. No, not this AGI. Fuck out of here, crypto. AGI, okay. No, Dime had a really good example. Let me go to Dimes, actually. Twitter. Twitter. Dime. If you guys don't follow Dime, I would highly suggest following Dime. He's in my Discord. Super helpful guy. Um, Super nice guy. So, and he's really smart too. Me and him started trading options around the same time. We been using cheddar flow around the same time. So order flow, whatever it is, he knows most of the things I've taught him. So if I'm not available, you can ask him. And if you can't find me, you can ask him, and he'll probably find me. All right, where's AGI? I know he posted about it. Damn, Dime's been on a spree tweeting today. God damn it, Dime. Okay, let's do it the easy way. Dime. No, this way. Okay. AGI. Okay, here we go. Okay, so um, price is building on the volume shelf over here. Based off the VWAP he drew off this breakout, we're priced right over it. So price right over the VWAP. You can go ahead and use this consolidation box as a stop loss area or some sort of area to notify, hey, the trend's weakening. But as of right now, this is consolidating, and we talked about it a little bit. When we see these kind of things on here, build price action consolidating on a volume shelf, price action consolidating over the VWAP, we can expect a move on the upside. So for me, the way I did this one was so back in March. I mean, I've told you guys, hey, I try to place myself out for a little bit. I don't like playing myself same time expirations, especially if I'm spreading apart my capital. So I found this play, trying to get in and scale in. It was around 30 cents, 40 cents. So looked at this one, saw 918 back then. I was like, all right, cool. That gives me some time. Strike is 7.5. So if you look at right now, the price is at 8.10. I'm in the money, so definitely making money. So no bullshit on there. So definitely well up on this one. So I think these are priced around. They dipped a little bit around 80 cents, and that's when people said they saw a flow come in, which I'm about to check because I didn't see the order flow. But I think the peak of these were 160, so I did really nice on these suckers. I'm still holding this. I might even go ahead and add if I get another under the dollar dip on this. And so AGI is one. So you just gotta understand like what type of flow to pick and what type of like planning is good for you. A lot of people try to message me and say, "Hey, I want to do options, but I want to do it like this guy that's doing it bi-weeklies." I'm like, "Well, do you understand how the fuck he's doing those bi-weeklies? Do you even understand like like so the one thing people don't understand about options is that you're betting on the price hitting a certain date by your price is supposed to hit a certain thing or exceed it by a certain date or sooner. Um, and if it's supposed to hit there sooner, that means you want volatility to be in your favor. So if you're trying to play at the beginning of price compression starting, that's when you're going to get fucked if you're going to do a bi-weekly. Because if you're playing in the beginning of price compression and you're not playing the right way, depending on where it is on the range of that stuff, that's where you're going to lose your money on decay if you don't have the right thing on it. And then you're going to lose even more if your breakout play isn't at the right direction. So trying to do those bi-weeklies and stuff, it is very tricky. And if you're going to do those bi-weeklies and you're super insistent on playing like a continual trend on like a lower time frame, you really, really want to work on getting those like profit target levels in. So what I mean by that is, let's say you are playing a bi-weekly option or whatever. Set some kind of target levels that you're going to be taking profit in because these options are going to move quick and they're going to move fast and you want to get in and you want to get out. So it's good to go ahead and set yourself up with a small level just so you can get an understanding of biweekly options and get a feel for it. So, for example, you'll set yourself up with the 10 or 20% gain levels, maybe even a little bit more to 30, 40%, and every time cash out, regardless of if it runs or not. Once you get a gist of it, then you can know, hey, these are the ones that run based off this kind of price action. And once you've been doing it enough, and if you decide to use cheddar flow, you'll be able to see, hey, the flow is shifting in a different direction and things are starting to be a little bit the premiums are starting to fuck up a little bit. The premium part I'm not going to get into because unless you're a little bit more experienced, you're not going to understand what I'm talking about with these premiums. So, just can you look at Neo USD? Yes, I can look at Neo USD. This is another nice one. Neo USD. So, not bad. So, one of the big things about Neo USD over here is you want to notice that there's that little weird consolidation range it's been doing. So this has been inside a range. I mean, it's a hefty range, but either way, it's a range if I look on a macro sense. So this is the December 18th low, which we held up over here as well. Pretty big deal, and we had a nice reversal off of it with volume. Okay, so we can go ahead and clear over this POC, I mean not the POC, the 20 SMA over here, then we can go ahead and aim for the upper area. If we're going to go ahead and just draw support and resistance zones, I would say you have this block over here based off this and other things over here. And if we wanted to go ahead and base off a lower block, you have a lower block over here. So we're in mid-range right now. You can go ahead and play a little bit of continuation up here and see how it goes over there. Let me go to daily. Yeah, I mean daily's continuing, so you can go ahead and notice like consolidation levels where they're at and base your levels off there as far as how you want to go ahead and place your stops or if you want to have stops at all. That's completely up to you guys. Don't worry about me. Yo, thank you so much for joining again. Good evening. How are you? I hope everything's good. Don't worry about me. Do you want me to check on anything for you? Tickers? My MVP watcher? I personally, I'm surprised that Neo USD is even back up in double digits. I remember peak hype was around 12, $16. So this is a pretty psychological level here over $16. So for me as like a trader that was in crypto before and I see Neo USD levels over here, Oh man, dude, this going off past $16 and $17 means that this shit is gonna go to $30 guaranteed. Party City. Is that X Factor? My buddy X Factor from my Discord always mentions Party City. Spotify more downside? Yeah, let's go switch to Stonks. Man, Party silly. Party City. Well, no, people aren't really having parties right now, so this sell volume isn't really the my best, and it's underneath resistance. Let's go switch over here. Oh yeah, MU I can definitely check out. MU's doing the same shit. MU overall performed really nicely in this Corona bet. So one thing I want to take from Party City is it's holding up this level. I think things can't be on Robinhood or wherever they are in general most places if they're underneath a dollar. It's a nice little pump. Let me try something. Create alpha trend. Okay. That's I was just checking something. Um Yeah, as of right now, Party City isn't looking too bad. The biggest thing is that it's underneath resistance over here. A little bit more of a flip over here. We can see it do some work. You got to keep in mind it does have gaps on the upside. So if you're under the assumption that things are going to go ahead and go back to the upside, then yes. A couple things about Party City. Uh, People haven't really been having any kind of parties. I mean, especially for kids and everything. There's been a lot of things in a lot of neighborhoods where all they're doing is just going around and honking in neighborhoods for their kids' birthday parties. So nobody's really buying supplies or anything. As we have another holiday coming up, July 4th, maybe that's a point to go ahead and play Party City. Party City's options are shit, so that's why I don't play it. MU. Spot bag though of Party City would definitely be playable. MU is in the mid range right now on the weekly. So you have lower weekly support over here, which it ended up holding beautifully. So I think the bottom's in from you based off that one. Right now we're looking for a flip on the weekly 20 SMA. So how this weekly opens up next week is going to be a big deal, and how it closes by Friday is going to be an even bigger deal. If we can close by Friday, I would say over around 51, $52. I would say this upper range at $60 is almost guaranteed. So really big time to watch MU over here. Let's just see how option contracts are priced around here, because being at mid-range and already consolidating a little bit, the option prices should be fairly cheap. Yeah, it's 50-50 around here, so it's not unreasonable to be 50-50 around here right when it's around in the midweek zone, because you don't know where it's going to go. Because if I was going to give an analysis without knowing what it is, like right now my indicator is saying you're getting rejected off the 20 SMA. I mean, there's just so many different things that are basically leading me to say as well on my TA it's going to be a 50-50. So whenever I see that happen where it's saying, hey, my TA is saying, yeah, hey, it's going to be a 50-50 play, you damn well I'm going to position myself with my sizing, with my positions, everything according to the fact that it's 50-50. Like everything I do in trading has a risk level, and more I increase on my risk level, more I got to pay attention to how much capital I'm dwelling, how I'm positioning myself, and what kind of like loss and exit strategy I'm taking. So each thing differs. So you really should have multiple levels of that stuff as far as what kind of plays you're doing. If you don't have a risk plan and you're trading, I really think you should develop one, because if you can get that going, you'll save so much money. So much money will be saved instead of losing your fucking money. It's the simple little things that mess people up that cause them to lose confidence in themselves. If you're a good trader and you know you're a good trader and you've made money before, stick to the things that have made you good. Don't go out of your way to learn other things. Master them first and then learn it. Like I would not like for me like my new thing right now I'm learning is this whole anchored VWAP thing. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I know for the most part I've mastered Ichi on my end. I know I've mastered B bands at the moment. And this whole RSI EMA stock bullshit. I mean, that's just hindsight at the moment, but like, I mean, I don't know. I like having it up there. But for the most part, my main two things that I use, which are B-Band and Ichi together, I know for a fact that I've mastered them enough to where I'm not losing money now because of them. What else do we got? What did somebody say? Spotify. Hey, let's check Spotify. Oh, oh shit. Spotify. Continue. Damn, look at that. Such a what a breakout. Much breakout over here. I mean, that was such niceness. From 2018 breakout up here, man. So I mean Spotify. I mean Spotify's not bad at all. It's not a shitty company. Everybody listens to music. There's Pandora, but I don't think Pandora has a stock. I mean, everybody uses Spotify, even like on Tinder and stuff. You can link your Spotify memberships, and Tinder is one of those membership things that are heavily reliant on subscriptions. And I don't know, people just listen to music. So I would say Spotify is going to continue. I can already tell. The fact that it's had a run up since March 20th means that these options are fucking they're probably hella expensive. So you're probably not going to see those options cheapen out unless you have several more green candles all the way down to 160. So for me personally, I don't know. There's so many tickers. I personally am going to pass on spot. I can check order flow for shits and giggles, but it's not something I would play. Yeah, there's nothing here either for Friday. So we'll just go ahead and shits and giggles check for early. Hang on. It's even loading. It's like, what was here? Alright, this is strange. Oh, it signed me out. Hold on. Spot. Yeah, spot. I mean, there was spot flow, but there was only one spot flow last week, which was on Thursday, which was a bearish flow on the spot. So that makes sense. I mean, like those option cost are around like $3 for like these expiration dates. So I don't know. For me, it's not attractive. Even if like I can tell that these guys are probably making hella money. It's one thing to go ahead and play people that have been making hella money and still be able to pull out money. But when people have been like just timesing their money back and forth, and then you're trying to play into it, then it's like, well, how much more could these options really run? Because if I was somebody that had that shit all the way down at like 20 cents, 30 cents, and this shit's priced at $3, like, how much more can it really run? I'm sure it could run a lot more, but do I want to put myself through that risk? Thoughts on metals going into the week? I mean, metals are good. That's the play for next week for me. Is metals are in continuation. Metals are still price cheap. This consolidation area that we had in metals, it really slowed down some of those options. A lot of that decay kicked in for some of those. So they definitely did really good. Gold is a little bit concerning. I did talk about it earlier on stream. This is the box that needs to hold with gold. So as of right now, if gold loses the 1675 level, you're going to be seeing 1600 or 1614 level. So that's a little bit of a concern. Not too much. Order flow is leaning towards gold miners and everything. So I mean, gold miners and everything else is set up perfectly fine. It's just you might see a little bit of delay or lag on there, but I don't think you're going to see it on silver. Like over here, you're seeing GDX over here. So you're seeing the 20 SMA cut up on this way, and you're seeing it almost do a bearish TK over here on this one. If this doesn't cross and it holds up on the support line, that means that this sucker is going to go to $40 easy. And with all the order flow in my favor, I mean, how easy could this be? Let me go to GLD. I mean, order flow is 78% bullish. These guys are aiming for what kind of strikes? Like 175. I just gave you a low ass target. Wait, that's GDX. Hold on. Shouldn't be much different though. Uh, Yo, they're stealing my target. So they're reading the same thing I'm reading. So I'm thinking 40. So there's tons of money over here, a couple hundred K over here thinking the same exact thing I'm thinking. I'm not aiming for something stupid high, but I'm not aiming for something low, but I'm also aiming for a breakout. Anything beyond $40 would end up being a little bit OTM, and you would really, really need that this continuation to go. So you would need days like this if you wanted to aim over $40. Over here, just looks to me like, hey, what is this? Uh, 5%, 7% on all-time highs. A lot of things right now have been going this, so that's like expecting normal volatility after we break over the high. SQ, yeah, we can check. Hang on, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. All right, all right. Thanks for waiting, guys. I'm back. SQ. I didn't even hit enter. So, ooh, SQ. Look at that. Repeated order flow. Let's check the chart first before I get all excited there. SQ, looking really nice. You can use Keygen as support, which Keygen right now support would also lean at the same horizontal level. You have 20 SMA as support you can use, and I'm sure if I switched over here, you'd find something else as support. As of right now, that's one hell of a strong recovery. It's already up to Corona levels. I would say right now you have one last gap up to play. So 93 is the look over here. A lot of these guys are aiming for 95, 90 level. So that's really funny to go ahead and see these strikes up here because 95 is just a little shy. You can't find options in between. So, I mean, to see order flow match up with your TA and your targets, that's how you want to play options in order flow. You see stuff on your levels, you either aim for it or you aim for less for it or you aim for more for it. Um, if you're aiming over for it, that means you're playing volatility. If you're aiming for it exact, you're expecting TA to play out. And if you're aiming less, you're just playing a quick flip that you're just being a little bit more risk management wise. So, not bad. I really like the fact that it's repeated call flow here, back to back to back, not a single bit. Let's see if it went on for how long it went on for. Let's see if it went on the other day. SQ, even on Thursday, Friday, 90% below. So let's just check all week together for last week. Yeah, it did start flipping. So, beginning of the week, it was a little 50-50, but coming to the end of the week, everybody started buying some call flow. So, all those bearish puts and everything, those guys started exiting quick. Box. I think I might have did this one for somebody before. Yeah, a little, yeah, topped out over here because it's over the cloud. So a little bit consolidation over here before we move on up. It's at multiple levels that are important. So this would, for me, would be, hey, I missed the move. Do I want to play the continuation? Probably not. I'd probably want to play the pullback. So box for me, unless there's some sort of fundamentals backing it, I'm sure it's not favorable and for me for options. Oh, Sill, look at this one. Sill looks so nice. Sill consolidated, fucked me, and then recovered and hit all-time highs from when I was in there. So thank you. Go fuck yourself, Sill. But Sill looks so nice. It looks like it's ready for this breakout over here and to hit 40. That was the initial target over here was $40, but now with all this running up, I think $40 is the target over here. Any sort of pullback on this ETF, I mean, just don't go too far outdated because then they're going to cost too much. But if you keep it within the trend, I think this is a really good play over here. You have a little bit of upside potential over here, all the way up to $50. $50 coincides with the gap as well as horizontal support. Spy 4K. I don't know, man. I have 420 calls, but if I had to be forced to pick a level for right now, I would say that if all these majors already went ahead and gap filled. So like notice SPY has a gap up here, and now let's go to NDX gap filled. Um, what else do we have? That's one of the big boys. Do I have any more on here? Yes, I do. Yeah, I mean they still have some gaps up here, but when I look at like just NDX and stuff, like Nasdaq looks like ready to go. Like that's a beautiful fucking candle right there. Nasdaq 100 looks like it's ready to make Nasdaq 10,000 highs. This looks like it's going for 10,000 Nasdaq. That's unbelievable. That's the crazy part. Um, what else is there? Oxy failing. ABB. I don't know what this is, but it's going. Electrical products. You're gonna need a lot of electrical products after all these protest. That's what I want to do. I want to make some money off protest Monday. See what I can long and short. Everybody's gonna be selling stuff on one place and one place only. And you know which place that is? Is eBay. It's like they knew the looting was gonna happen. Look at the stock rise up. Look at that shit on eBay. Weekly breaking all-time highs with strong momentum. Like that's hella strong momentum. I wonder what they're doing on order flow for that one. What's eBay's ticker? It's eBay. Some continuations, all short-term plays over here. 619, once again, another short-term play, priced out at $1, low OI, volume not superseding OI, looks good to me. So not bad, and done at the end of the day, so I'm assuming we gap up with all the protests over the weekend. I'm going to go with eBay is going to be the play, one of the plays to play next week, and this bad boy right here, Shopify. Hold on. Shopify is one of those ones that have been in continuation for some time where options are probably not going to be in your favor, but hella worth playing if you're. It doesn't matter. I think it would be worth playing either way because the volatility's there, and if this is the legitimate top and it comes back underneath here, those puts are probably so cheap right now. Um, damn, I went over the hour. Yeah, can I check? No, Nerve. Yeah, yeah. So I'm so sorry. Taj, let me go check that for you. Nerve the stock. Ooh, yikes. What did they fail on the trial? I mean, from what I've learned on these like weird ones, I mean I stay away from biosciences, but looks like it's respecting a range, like especially the low. If it can go ahead and flip back over $4, I would say play the next trial. But honestly, you would need fundamentals to play something in biotech. I think it really highly relies on that. Yes, Tesla. Tesla would be a long. Tesla. The launch went well. SpaceX. That's a good side one to play. I don't know which one would do better. We can check that before I bounce. I can check order flow. This one actually does really good on order flow. Yeah, repeated call flow Friday. People betting on this thing going nice. Right at the end of the day too. So yeah, these guys are all betting on Friday that this is gonna pop. So if this pops Monday, just remember, these guys knew ahead of time. Nice setup over here. As long as it holds this major zone over here, I think we can go ahead and get into the clouds and explode. Any kind of explosion over here would lead it to an easy $24 level, $25 level. These guys are aiming for, they're in the money, kind of. This guy's aiming for $20 level, which is a little close to mine, but that's the top of the range is what he's aiming for. So top of the range is definitely guaranteed. Probably consolidation once we hit the top of the range, and then we're going to go ahead and get a blow off. But as of right now, looks good. I think this will be a moneymaker. We'll go ahead and review all this stuff again on Sunday so we can get ready. Starbucks looks nice too. Over Kijin, over the Tenkin, Kijin and 20 SMA as support. Cloud Blaze will be a support in about a day or two. So I think this is ready to explode for June. Earnings just happened recently too, and they're not up again until July 28th. Send this shit to the fucking moon. This is going to $93. This is gap filling all the way up here. I'm ready. Just got to go ahead and clear over here at 82, and we'll go ahead and go for it. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this for this week. Tesla 1K, yeah, man. Tesla's def going to 1K this week. Well, we will find out Monday morning, and I think we'll go ahead and make some money Monday. Try if you're doing options, try not to go crazy on all these positions. been getting a lot of messages from people. They're like, yeah, man, we're really spread apart. What do you think in the market? Don't spread yourself out. Cash is a good position to be in. If you're in cash, you're not losing money. It's just sitting there. You can go ahead and cost average into positions. You can wait for a position. You don't have to take every trade every single fucking day. That's the thing I don't understand with people. You don't have to take a trade. Nobody's forcing you or holding a gun saying, get these gains. No, those gains will come to you. Practice your trading. Learn something with your trading. Don't lose your money. Going cash. I'm in cash. Yo, if they print out more money, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more gold stuff. Like, I just want them to print out one more $2 trillion. Because if they print out one more $2 trillion, that assures me my gold is gonna go to 1800. Go ahead and deflate stuff. And before we do hop out, Dick's looks good. Target looks shitty. Walmart looks. If it can hold the cloud, it looks good. All-time highs. This is gonna continue. This is definitely gonna continue. Okay. Amazon. I pass. Continue on this. Chewy continuation, hitting all-time highs. GME struggling, loses this range, all-time lows. Papa John's. Go fuck yourself because it rebounded too high. Domino's Pizza consolidation before a move up. This is hitting all-time highs soon. Czar, top of the target over here on top of Ichi. Probably a little bit of consolidation to the downside before another pop up. Plenty of gaps on the upside. This is Aerospace Defense ETF. I think this thing is going to moon. Cracker Barrel, old people got to eat sometime, so let's send Cracker Barrel back to the range up over here. But this was hell of a devastating loss up here, accelerated by Corona. And you said DKNG to the moon? Dude, if this shit fucking goes even higher, I'm gonna be so mad. There was so much order flow coming in on this on Friday. Look at this. Oh, and it did pop at the end of the day. Look at this. Oh my god. So on Friday, I was like, yo, what the fuck is DKNG? Because I normally follow every single ticker that comes on here. And I'm like wondering to myself, I'm like, why are these guys buying into open zero OI? Because it's very strange for people to buy into zero OI or even this low OI in general. So just watching it is nuts because it's continuing. So these are the kind of options that'll just go nuts. So if you want to gamble, if you want to play lottos or something like that, where if you have a degenerate side to you, this is where you want to be. Uh, yeah, check out Lulu too before I get ready. Lulu. Ooh, Lulu popping back over. Wow. Uh, yeah, man. I mean that's a little fucked up of a drawing I had, but it's okay. Damn, Lulu, yeah. All-time highs, play the continuation, play any of those dips, any dips you get on Lulu. Send this to the moon. Lulu is not losing any value. Even last year, it did really good with call options. Those call options were healthy and nice. Back in trend, hitting all-time highs. Like, pullbacks are for buying on Lulu. Imagine not buying pullbacks on Lulu. But yeah, guys, have a good night. I will catch you guys tomorrow at 5 p.m. I'll go ahead and post out a tweet. Or, I mean, tomorrow at 9 p.m. I'll post out a tweet. If you guys can retweet it, you guys will be awesome. Other than that, yo, catch you guys later. Have a good day and night.